Hey guys, it's Marky and welcome back to my channel. And welcome ulit sa isang panibagong episode ng Senior High School Subject Series na ginagawa ko dito sa aking channel. So alam na ito ng iba sa inyo na ang aking Senior High School Subject Series na ginagawa ko dito sa aking channel is my way of sharing to you kung ano ba yung mga pinag-uusapan or ano ba yung mga topics ang tinatalakay sa isang specific subject sa senior high school at yung ano ba yung kailangan gawin ng isang senior high school student para makapasa siya sa subject na yon. If you're new here and if this is the first video you're watching from my channel, I suggest you subscribe para updated ka sa mga bagong educational videos na i-upload ko dito sa aking channel tulad nito. For this vlog, we are going to talk about one of the most important specialized subjects of the ABM Strand, the Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 1. By the way, ang Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 1 ay isa lamang sa mga specialized subjects ng ABM Strand. Alright, for this video, we are going to talk about Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 1. This subject is an introductory course in accounting, business and management data analysis that will develop students' appreciation of accounting as a language of business and understanding of basic accounting concepts and principles that will help them analyze business transactions. So for content, these are the lessons or the topics na pag-uusapan. Tapos yung competency is yung kailangan gawin ng isang senior high school student or yung kailangan i-achieve para makapasa kayo sa subject na ito. The first topic will be about the introduction to accounting. Now, as an ABM student, you have to define what is accounting. So as early as now, you read what is accounting. Next is you have to describe the nature of accounting. Of course, you have to explain the functions of accounting in business. So you have to read about this one and be able to explain just in case tatawagin kayo ng teacher niyo sa pagbubukas ng klase. So you also have to narrate the history, origin of accounting. So marami talaga kayong babasahin ito or marami kayong i-research tungkol sa accounting. Another topic is about branches of accounting. So as a student, you have to differentiate the branches of accounting. Ano ba yung mga different branches of accounting? You also need to explain the kind or type of services rendered in each of these branches. So ano-ano ba yung mga kind ng business or type ng services na kailangan or angkop sa accounting branch na yun, na specific accounting branch. Another topic for this subject is users of accounting information. So as a student, you have to, number one, define external users and give examples. You also need to define what are internal users and give examples. Next is you have to identify the types of decisions made by each group of users. So as previously mentioned kanina, we talked about accounting and the branches of accounting. Now for this topic, you are going to talk about people. Kasi the discussion about accounting, business, and people is always related. Now another thing that you have to do is you have to describe the type of information needed by each group of users. Next topic for this subject is the forms of business organization. Some of you might have an idea about this already. Let's check kung ano ba yung kailangan yung gawin for this subject. You have to differentiate the forms of business organization. So, Google ano ba yung mga different forms of business organization and you have to differentiate each of those forms. You have to identify the advantages and disadvantages of each form of business. Another topic for this subject is the types of business according to activities. Number one, the thing that you have to do is you have to compare and contrast the types of business according to different activities. So, for example, yung mga business transactions or processes na ginagawa sa isang business type, you have to learn about that. You have to research about that. You also need to identify the advantages and disadvantages and business requirement of each type of business. So another topic that you have to talk about in Fundamentals of Accounting, Business and Management 1 is yung accounting concepts and principles. So ano ba yung kailangan mong gawin? You have to explain the varied accounting concepts and principles. You have to solve exercises on accounting principles as applied in various cases. For another topic, the accounting equation, as an ABM student, you have to illustrate the accounting equation. So ano ba yung accounting equation? Next is you have to perform operations involving simple cases with the use of accounting equation. Next topic, types of major accounts. Ito na yung you have to discuss the 5 major accounts, yung assets, liabilities, income, capital, and expenses. So as early as now, kailangan yung malaman ay kailangan kayong mag-research kung ano ba yung assets, ano ba yung liabilities, ano ba yung income, ano ba yung capital, at ano ba yung expenses. So ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng different accounts na yan. You have to cite examples of each type of account. So give real-life examples. For sure, tatanungin kayo ng mga real-life situations or real-life examples sa different major accounts na ito. You have to prepare a chart of accounts. Okay, that's it. So, another topic is, of course, books of accounts. So, kailangan yung gawin is you have to identify the uses of 2 books of accounts. You have to illustrate the format of a general and special journal. So, you have to look for some examples online para may advantage kayo pagpasok nyo sa ABM. You have to illustrate the format of a general and subsidiary ledgers. So, ano ba yung mga ledger na yan? Next is, you have to talk about business transactions and their analysis as applied to the accounting cycle of a service business. So, as a student, you have to, number 1, describe the nature and give examples of business transaction. Next is you have to identify the different types of business documents. So, ano ba yung mga business documents ang kailangan for different business transactions? And of course, you have to analyze common business transactions using the rules of debit and credit. So, as early as now, gaya nga ng sinasabi ko, you have to read about these topics, especially about debit and credit, because in this case, you have to analyze common business transactions according to the concept of debit and credit. So for the content business transactions and their analysis as applied to the accounting cycle of a service business, you have to describe the nature of transactions in a service business. So for this service business, you have to describe kung ano ba yung mga nagaganap na transaction dito. Next is you'll be tasked to record transactions of a service business in a general journal. You have to post transactions in a ledger and prepare a trial balance, and prepares adjusting entries for service business. And of course, you have to complete the accounting cycle for service business. Another topic that you're going to talk about is accounting cycle of a merchandising business. Kanina, product business, service business, and for this time, pag-uusapan naman yung merchandising business. So, you have to describe the nature of transactions in a merchandising business. You have to do that. And you have to record transactions of a merchandising business in a general and special journal. So, basically, gaya kanina sa product and service business. And of course, you have to complete the accounting cycle of a merchandising business. And for the last, you have to prepare the statement of cost of goods sold and gross profit. So basically, yun yung pag-uusapan nyo sa Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 1. Now, if makakapasa kayo sa subject na to, you can proceed to Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 2. By the way, if you're looking for other ABM videos tulad nito, you can check out this other specialized subject from ABM. And also check this video for my vlog about the ABM Strand. Don't forget to subscribe by hitting this icon right here. If you learned from this video, give this a like or a thumbs up, share this video to your friends, and comment below if you have more questions about ABM. This has been your friend, Sir Marky. Thank you very much for watching. Laban lang!